Low pay makes daily life a struggle for millions of people across the UK. Over recent years, living costs have soared while average wages have failed to keep up. In the past 10 years alone, energy costs have risen 8 times higher than earnings, forcing millions to choose between heating their homes or putting food on the table. Housing costs have also soared. Average rents are now at an all-time high, with the prospect of buying a home now an impossible dream for growing numbers of people. With food prices up 44% since 2005, growing numbers of people have been forced to rely on food banks. Almost 1 million people visited a food bank last year, with 1 in 5 saying their pay packets simply aren't enough to cover their weekly shop. Even just getting to work has become a struggle. Rising fuel costs and government cuts to public transport subsidies mean that around 1 in every £8 we now earn is spent on transport. While living costs have continued to stack up, our pay packets have not. In the 12 months to April 2014, the average wage grew by just £1 a week. Meanwhile, pay at the top continues to rocket. On average, the UK's leading chief executives now earn 130 times the salaries of their employees. This failure by employers to pay their workers enough to live on has increasingly left taxpayers picking up the bill. The government now spends around £3.6 billion a year topping up poverty wages through tax credits, with other in-work benefits also adding to the bill. With further welfare cuts likely, the need to increase wages has never been greater. If all employers paid their workers at least £10 an hour, it would transform the lives of people right across the UK. Commuters would no longer be forced to take long journeys to work just to save on the cost of a train ticket. Families would no longer be forced to resort to food banks just to feed their kids healthy, nutritious meals. Employers would benefit from a more motivated workforce, and the economy would benefit from millions of people with more money to spend. Lifting people out of poverty by ensuring they earn a decent living wage isn't pie in the sky. To get involved in the Hungry for Justice campaign or to keep up to date with events, further information can be found at fastfoodrights.wordpress.com. For further information on the BFAWU, visit www.bfawu.org.